Hello, fellow space explorers, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. We are continuing to work our way through the History of Space Flight contract pack. I'd like to start by saying, forgive my voice. I'm not sure what's going on with it. I am not sick. It's cold, and I have no... The place where I live has little to no insulation, and we have no heater or air conditioning, so... we're pretty much just exposed to the elements except for the wind. That's pretty much it. So I think that's just affecting my voice. Try to deal with it. Hopefully it won't be too bad. For now, the active missions that we have involve a bunch of... Alright, yeah, so it's several destroy after X number of whatever. So we need to get up to a suborbital trajectory. This one just needs to make the 77 seconds of flight. So yeah, we just need to do a suborbital trajectory, blow up our rocket, and I think we need to start saving different kinds of rockets, because this is getting a little bit ridiculous having to change this up every time we want to do something. So I don't think this has. So let's take our science and stuff off of this, because we don't need. Let's see. We're gonna save this as a different rocket. We're going to save this as a different rocket, because we don't need this stabilizer thing. We need the scriptable control system to make it easy to do. We need the control block to actually control all of this. Have we gotten any kind of... Oh, hold on, let me get this back on here. I really want... Well, I mean, I guess what we could do... Excuse me. I mean, either way, I'm trying to avoid this, like, weird aerodynamic thing here. It doesn't seem to be a good way to do that. Because I'd like to get just a regular cone on here rather than this stuff, especially for something where I have to destroy it. I guess we'll just go with that. It looks ridiculous, but there's not much I can do about it. I mean, maybe a service bay? Just trying to get this to where it's a little bit more reasonable. I mean, I guess that kind of works. Yeah, that looks better. I can live with that. I actually kind of like that. That's much better. Okay, especially because we don't need to recover this. So we'll call this a sounding rocket, just because all of the sounding rockets are going to be destroyed. So let's save that as that. And then we just need to get suborbital with this one. So we don't need nearly as much fuel for this. As a matter of fact, probably save ourselves an engine and just do it like that. Yeah, that should be plenty for suborbital, right? Alright, let's save the... Well, we don't really need a decoupler either. I'm trying to get a little bit more frugal with my spending, because I feel like we're not making any money on any of these contracts that we're doing. Alright, let's give it a try. Should be fine with Delta V, should be fine with using our KOS to get up there. So we just want to get suborbital. So let's do 75, 90, and 1. deselect our window there. And up we go. For some reason, my screen is getting cut off. Try to fix that after this launch because I can't see anything. That'll do it. Excuse me again. Alright. So we're up to about $500,000 in cash at this point. I kind of want to up as much as I want. Well, we got a long way before we're ready to get any of that. So I think what we want to do is we want to upgrade our VAB. So let's go ahead and upgrade that. And we'll upgrade our runway just because we have the money for it. So we need science data from the space around Kerbal. So we'll do that one. Jeez. Okay, well, at least they don't have any, at least they don't have any. Pioneer 1, the second and most successful of the 3 Project-able space probes and the first spacecraft launched by the newly formed NASA, study ion radiation. We just need to get it up above, what, 10,000 kilometers? Well, it's 1958, 59, 59. This is another destroy one, and another destroy one. So these are more just we'll just do the same thing we just did. We'll just do the same thing we just did to satisfy those 2 requirements. But before I do that, actually, you know what? I don't think I'm able to change my. I don't think I'm able to change my graphics settings from here. My resolution. Can't change it while you're in the game. It's very difficult to do anything with this when it decides it's going to cut off the bottom of my screen. Let's see if I can fix it. See that. Okay, so if I do that. Ah, there we go. Okay, cool. Look all blurry now, though. Weird. Alright, sorry about that. I'm using a program called Big Screen, or what is it called? It's called Borderless Gaming, which allows me to play things in a window and force it to render within the viewable area on my screen. So that's kind of what's going on there. I'm not sure, and it allows me to manually force the window to fit within a certain place on my. It allows me to manually place it on my screen. Is the point? All right, so we're gonna just do the same thing we did last time. 75 kilometers to get suborbital, 90 heading, and start our turn at 1,000. That should be plenty to get us where we need to be. Up we go. All right, that's all we had to do, right? Yeah, we just need to launch them. Oh, we didn't even have to get them suborbital. That was my fault. Sorry. That's okay. We'll be down. We'll be down soon. Okay, that takes care of that. That did take care of that, right? I shouldn't have had a recover vessel option. Okay. So are all of these 1959 now? That's good. So we have another Navy one. Alright, well, we'll take all of these. Okay, what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? We need to transmit or recover scientific data from space around Kerbal. We still got to do that. This only needs 112 kilometers. So here we go with these specific inclination requirements again. And we're going to have to do individual rockets for all of these because of the inclination differences. That sucks. So it looks like for most of these, we're going to have to do... They want a suborbital trajectory for 10... Wow. Okay. So what is that? 100 and... So that's a kilometer. 700 kilometers. 10,000 kilometers? Jeez. That's going to take an insane amount of delta V to do that. But I guess since we don't need to circularize... I'm trying to decide which way we want to go with this. This is a much more approachable one. But then, if we're going to go for a suborbital trajectory one, we should just... Oh, this one has to be destroyed. Let's do this one. We'll do this one right now. Just needs to reach 112 kilometers on a suborbital trajectory, run an experiment while low in space, and then recover the package. So, let's open up our other untitled one that has packages on it. We'll call this, what do we want to call this? Experiments. I don't know. We just need to run an experiment, so... What was the requirement? 112 kilometers, and then we have to recover the experiment package. So let's put a... we don't really need this if we're using the gimbaled engines. So let's take that off, and we'll put a science module on here. Just so we can simulate actually having something real to recover. Let's get a heat shield on here. Okay, and then we need that. It has a parachute, so that's good. I'll leave the transmitter on there just because. Excuse me. I guess that'll work. So let's save that. Boom, 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 and boom. All right, let's give this a try. I have no idea if this is actually going to work or not. Okay. So, what we're going for is 112 kilometers, run an experiment, and then we just need to recover the package. So I'm going to set it for 115. Hopefully this works. Normally I would try to orbit first, but since we're looking for a suborbital trajectory, I'm not really that worried about it. Okay, let's do our material study. Close the doors. And then we can separate, retrograde. We just have to recover it and we're good. Ideally, that should take care of that contract. You know, I didn't see that contract actually go. I didn't see a little. Oh, we got more. We got enough science for another thing though. Okay, so we got the Black Brant 2 now. We'll go ahead and take it, but chronologically we can't really do that one yet. But let's go ahead and see what we can get here. I think what we want is we're probably going to want this fuel system dealy here because as nice as it would be to get these bigger engines here, we're still not even into the manned spaceflight part yet. I mean, these adapters and stuff would be nice, but... Do we have the smaller... We don't have any of the smaller, I was trying to see if we had the smaller, these smaller attachment, these decouplers here, these side-mounted decouplers. But I don't remember where you get those. Alright, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the fuel systems one because this fuel duct here is extremely important. It also gives us some fuel adapters, which will allow us to be a little bit more selective in our construction methods. So let's go ahead and just do that. Which is because it's going to allow us to be a little bit more streamlined with the things that we put on here now. So what's our next thing that we need to do? So this one is going to be relatively... okay, this Pioneer one's going to be really hard. That one's going to need a lot of juice. Let's do I guess let's do one of these. Well, this one's really hard. Let's do this one here that just has this inclination here. It just needs to get up to, it needs to get into orbit, and then we just need to push the apoapsis out to 360-ish meters, 360-ish kilometers. So let's do that one. So now that we have Do we have to recover anything? No, it just needs to get up there. It doesn't need any... So we'll just do a sounding rocket. Let's see. So now that we can do this, we can just have a... oh, hold on. We have more fuel tank options here. Hold on. Heck yeah. Okay. So we'll go ahead and keep that. And then we'll put on the Terrier engine for that. Put on our decoupler. Nope. Put on our decoupler there. Excuse me. And then I think we might make things, well, unfortunately, we don't have the kind of engines that we need, huh? I was gonna say we could probably, we don't have the bigger engines. I was gonna say we could probably go with bigger fuel tanks, but we don't have the bigger engines to go along with the fuel tanks. So, unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be able to do that, which sucks, but that's all right. Let's see. So, I want to take these bigger fuel tanks here. We'll put a swivel engine on the bottom. We'll put some stabilizer fins here on the bottom. I mean, that should be enough, right? That should be plenty. Let's do that. So we just need to get to... what was it? 300... So we need to orbit and then get to 360-ish kilometers. And then just deorbit at the end. Ideally, that should be good enough, right? Alright. So, we just need to get up to orbit first, and then what was the inclination that we needed? We need an inclination of between 30 and 30, well, let's just say 31 and 36, so we'll split the difference to, what, 33? So that means we need to add 33 to our heading. Oops. We need to add 33 to our heading, so 90 plus 33 is what, 123? And we'll see how that goes. And as usual, I forgot to adjust my fuel to make sure that we had what we needed to stage before we got into orbit. Really wish you could time warp through the burn. I believe that there's a way to do that. It might even be with this particular thing. I just haven't gotten around to looking for that yet. What is our inclination right now? That's a little frustrating. Okay, so now we have orbit. Now we need to get our... we gotta get our inclination fixed, too. So... nope, other way. Because we needed 33. And then we need our apoapsis to get out to 130, or 300, what was it? 350, so 360? That's going to use up 300 out of the 900 that we have, so that's good. So this will be this will work. This will work here. Okay. So we'll go ahead and run our X-Man again. Excuse me again. Sorry about that. Vocal issues. Okay, so we're supposed to start our burn in 30 seconds. We'll speed up just a little bit. Ideally, it's about to start. Okay, we'll push it prograde just a little bit, just so we can get our eccentricity up where it needs to be. Okay, cool. So now all we have to do is deorbit it. Come on, go away. Thank you. And to do that, all we need to do is get our retrograde up to here. We'll warp to here. And we just need to bring our periapsis down in the atmosphere, and we can be good to go. And burn. And that's it. So now we just need to... I have no power left, so I have no control. That's fine, though. We don't need to recover it. It just needs to burn up in the atmosphere. Did we just do aerobraking? Okay. Let's try that again. Wasn't trying to aerobrake. I thought we had it down enough. Oh, because we're aerodynamic here. Are we gonna aerobrake again? That's not what I was... oh, okay. This is not how I was trying to do this. And I have no control, so I can't turn it around to fix it. Are we not able to fix this? Is it just... It's got to slow down eventually, right? Okay, this is taking too long. We'll get it back out into space real quick. Let's get to the tracking station. We'll just destroy it, because it was going to get destroyed anyways, and we're not going to sit here and wait for this, because this is ridiculous. Okay. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and call that a flight, an episode, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows that you did and sends the video out to more viewers. We want to get as many people watching as we approach our manned space flight missions as possible, and your participation will help quite a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already so that when the next video comes out, it shows up in your video feed. And I'm looking for cool ideas for exclusive perks to provide for those of you who have an interest in supporting me as a creator. Leave your suggestions for that, along with your feedback for the video down in the comments. Again, thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you for the next one.